going to be taking a look at some surface fronts and systems. And you can see here's that low pressure system. That's what started bringing us some of that weather some of the storms started seeing at the end of last week. And so cooler weather we've been seeing since this weekend. We're going to continue to see the cooler weather behind this system as we go into today. And we already really felt it this morning. In fact, here's some of the low temperatures from this morning. Some places down to 35 degrees. You can look at Ash Lake, Hog Creek dropping down quite a bit. A little bit warmer, but look at this, 36 degrees in the Cook, Hibbing, International Falls, and even in Hayward, down all the way in northwest Wisconsin, down to 37 degrees this morning. And as you can see here, just to give you a broader picture, overall some of us stayed in the 40s, but it was a pretty cool morning for much of us here in the Northland. And as we get into highs, well, it's going to be a different story because we're going to be seeing those temperatures get into the 60s. So definitely still on the cool side, a little bit warmer than it was yesterday, but thanks to the northwest breeze, we're going to continue to see. We're going to still definitely feel like fall for today, but things are going to start changing a bit. Now tonight, not so much. We're going to be, again, getting into the 40s, some spots probably into the 30s, so we're going to start seeing some frost potential once again. But as we get into the afternoon tomorrow, this is where the changes start coming because you'll start to know, especially further west, start seeing those 70s start to make their way on in. And as we get into Wednesday, it's going to be even warmer. All of us are going to be into the 70s and maybe even into the low 80s depending on how it shapes up for Wednesday. So it's going to start feeling like summer once again after a pretty cool spell we've been under. And this is thanks to those winds who are initially out of the northwest, going to start shifting out of the southwest, and it's going to start bringing in some warmer air. But you'll do notice what's also coming in is, see this kind of globe of cooler air to the northeast? Well, that's going to start descending on down behind a cold front. That's going to start making changes as we start to head into Wednesday as well. And the first signs of this cold front is actually going to be rainfall. You're going to see some scattered showers, some scattered thunderstorms make their way in starting on Wednesday and going even into the overnight hours potentially. And the highest probability of seeing some rain is for you guys up into the Arrowhead. And for all of us can see a bit of rain as it gets to Wednesday. Outside of that, we're going to be mostly dry. And behind that cold front is going to be cool as well, beginning into the 60s once again. So another taste of fall coming up as we head into Thursday. And if we look at going forward, overall, we're going to be staying on the cool side. The only day really getting warmer is going to be on Wednesday and as we head towards the end of the weekend. But outside of that, generally expect cooler weather outside of those 2 days. And if you look as we get into next week, we're already going to start to generally warm up overall climatologically, but we're still going to be around average, but we might start seeing some warmer days make their way back in. And if you look here at our 7-day forecast, as I mentioned, Wednesday is the only chance for rain we're going to really see this week, and really it's going to be the only warmer day outside of some cooler days we're going to continue to see.